Laser dinosaur.
Science.
Okay, today we're going to talk about simple machines. What are simple machines? Well, simple machines are simple mechanical devices that allow us to do work on objects, which is like moving and pushing things and pulling things, without using a lot of force or using less force than without the machine. Okay, now there are 6 simple machines. These 6 simple machines are number 1, lever, number 2, pulley, number 3, wheel and axle. That's 1. Wheel and axle is 1 simple machine. Number 4, inclined plane. Number 5, a wedge. And number 6, a screw. Okay, let's go over them briefly. We're going to talk about them in more detail in another video, but let's go over them briefly. A lever is a device that pivots with a stick that pivots around a certain axis. For example, a seesaw. A seesaw goes like this and like this and like that, like that, like that. A seesaw moves, it pivots around the center. Another example would be the arm. This arm right here pivots around my elbow. See? It moves around my elbow. Those are examples of levers. The wheel and pulley, a pulley is a wheel that with a rope around it. So when the wheel turns, the rope goes down or goes up, and you can use it to lift things. It's very useful for lifting things. A wheel and axle. A wheel and axle is, well, you know what a wheel is, right? It's like a cylindrical disc. It's a circular disc. I'm talking about. And an axle is a stick that the disc would be attached to and pivot and spin around that. For example, if I have a, okay, for example, this is a wheel, this would be the wheel, and this would be the axle, except the wheel would turn the axle. In this case, the wheel's not turning the axle. But if this was attached to this, the wheel would turn it. Okay, it would also spin the axle. And an example of that, it would be a car wheel. Car wheel does that. Inclined plane. An inclined plane. An inclined plane is a surface that is like this, slanted. Is slanted upward, like a ramp. A ramp is slanted upward like this, and it helps us push things and get things higher using less force. A wedge is a pointy object, typically sort of triangular in shape, that helps separate objects. An example of wedge would be a knife. A knife is a pointy object that helps separate things like an apple in half. And last but not least, a screw. A screw is an inclined plane that wraps around a cylindrical shape. Okay, an example of this would be a screw, like you would use to screw something in. Okay, because if you were to look at the screw, you would see these tiny little sort of triangular grooves on it. Okay, that wrap around the cylinder shape of the screw. Another would be like a lid for a jar. Same thing. You got these little tiny little shapes that go around on the inside of the lid that help screw onto the bottle. These help us keep things together and lift things. So yeah, we'll go into more detail about those in another video, but yes, those are the 6 simple machines. Karate. Ow! Stay in school.